Hello everyone. Here we are back. Here we are back with myself Sanket Kumar and along with me Dushmanta. We are coming with a new episode. Same C2C. Now this time we are coming with a new concept, and this time we are trying to helpful for you, and we are trying to give you a careful message for you. You got it right. We are trying to give you a care. Now, this topic today we have found. Let me tell you why we found this topic. In fact, what I was thinking about what should be our topic, but what happened, I was clueless. I was again, as usual, confused. I was not finding any answers. But what I thought is, I collected all my thoughts in my brain and I became careful about what should I focus upon. With that small care I've taken, then I understood this is all in our within. This is all within self. And then, being a careful person, what I did is that I collected all thoughts. You know, being careful makes you more compassionate, more organized. Then you become aware of yourself, your surrounding, and your, I would say, your nature as well. Now, being careful how it is helping you, how it is developing ourselves, we will try to talk on this topic. And obviously, we will take our friend Dushmanta, his expert opinions on how this philosophy will help us to come out of the confusion and be more aware about ourselves.
So, Sanket, you're right. In these challenging times, it is imperative to be careful, mindful, and soulful about our thoughts. Every day, we, from the time we are getting up from the bed until we go to bed in the night, we are doing many things. But if I introspect how much time do I take or do I do things with utmost care, with utmost consciousness. When I introspect, I found majority of times we are just blown away by the flow of life. It is like we are just flowing through autopilot mode. Same as you rightly said, one thought to another, then to another, then to another. When we are moving in those directions, then it's our habit, our patterns that will drive to the road which we always travel. Now, the point is how to break that pattern. The easiest way to break the pattern is to shorten the length. In Six Sigma in management philosophy, people used to say to better your productivity, to improve your productivity, you need to reduce your critical path. In our life, what is the critical path? We need to cut short the longest thoughts in the form of chains, in the form of patterns. So I believe if we take due care, due diligence, and mindful and careful about our thought process, then we can give a better care to ourselves. When I say better care, because nowadays people are selling the ideas self-care is the best care. But the point is, what is self-care? We need to care ourselves. So what are those facets we can careful about, we can talk today. What do you think, Sanket? We are right? Or are we good to go?
Yes. Yes, Dasmanta, you rightly identified that we have a lot of chaos around this world, around us, and we have to be careful about our emotions, our life, our mind, our thoughts, whatever comes to us. And I think being careful about your thoughts and about your actions, it will correct your next steps, next understandings, or next level of actions what you want to take. I think you rightly identified this Six Sigma, or maybe a business world. We actually say about self care. Now, the self care has been identified since long ages. You might have heard about in Himalayas these sages where have controlled their mind. They have been careful about people, but still they were able to understand the world, still able to manage their thoughts. How it is possible, how it was possible for them, I would say it is possible for them in today's world as well. We have lot of sounds, noises around us, but still we are making or trying to make peace within us. And this all happens only due to or because of the carefulness or the small attention towards thoughts. I fully agree with that. Basically, I will take an example of when I interact with my child at my home. I usually observe that how he is careful about his own steps. I never guided him. He's only 2.5 years old, but he also understands if he will become careful, then his next step will perform what he expects to happen. I think some point of time, we as adults, we are missing that small care, small touch, small attention towards the next step. I think we should be more careful about our thought process. I was reading in the morning itself that we cannot control our brain or mind to receive a thought, but we can be careful or maybe control what action we are taking. Very nicely said, right? I think that's very apt for our today's topic, and we are going in right direction. Yes, we can control. Yes, we can careful about our thoughts, but how? That's the question.
You're right. So let me put it in this way. Nikola Tesla said everything happens in this universe through three things: energy, frequency, and vibration. When we are talking about the seed, that is thought, when we implanted or sown this seed in the fertile land of our mind, it grows. Basically, what happens? Thoughts are nothing but these are frequencies vibrating at certain, these are energies vibrating at certain frequencies. Gautam Buddha 2005 years ago said, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. How's that? Because the moment we think, we are giving the power, the energy, and we are tuning our energy to that particular frequency to vibrate. When that vibration happens, we start downloading that message in the form of next thought, in the form of next thought. So what happens when we are aligned our thought process to the intentions we're carrying, the desire, the goal, the aspirations? Basically, when we attuned or tuned our attention to intention, it starts manifesting. So my point is, we can, when we take due diligence, when we are control, when we are in control and controlling our each and every thoughts, which is being sown into this fertile land of our mind, our mental landscape. It is bound to give some sort of a result in the form of action. So what happens? Thought, emotion, and action. When you think, you are creating thoughts with the help of energy, frequency, and vibration. That energy, frequency, and vibration with the emotion we are carrying based on our previous understanding, past experiences, now it translates into the actionable item. So the point is how conscious, how mindful we can become so that each and every thought can be carefully crafted and drafted and implanted into our mental beings. That will give us the desired outcome what we are looking for. This is how I am looking, how careful I should be. Now I'm consciously controlling my thoughts to putting my emotion into it. What do you say?
I was speechless for some time because you were very given a very evident analogy between we as humans and as plants. I was looking at the example when you said that Tesla said energy, frequency, and vibration. I was thinking about the same concept. I think that is the same ideology have been followed by the ages. Again, I'm going back to the sages where they were following this asanas, the postures, the yoga, the compassion. All these were very similar. And the same physical part or the mental part, there is a slight the carefulness what you're talking about. The same thing is happening with all of us with the gratefulness. I feel that the compassionate nature what we have, if we bring out or take them out and then imbibe or add to our emotions, then automatically our carefulness nature will come out. Think about a small example when you are driving in a traffic road full of traffic and you are so much struggling. At the same time you don't know what should you decide, whether you have to push on the gearbox or push on the clutch box or the brake. But at the next traffic signal you found a person who is actually begging something, and at the same moment your whole story becomes a different paradigm shift, takes a paradigm shift, and then you look at the person who is begging for you, and that compassionate nature, the gratefulness comes out, the vibration becomes something different, and then you think two way. One way, if you are very compassionate, you will give something, or maybe you do a small compassionate sound about what happened. Otherwise, you can ignore, but at the same time, the vibration changes. And that all is because the carefulness we all have already present inside of all of us. I think we just have to take that out, take the gratefulness out of our head, and then imbibe with our regular life, routine life, so that it will be helpful for us, for our thoughts, our actions, our mindset. At the same time, it will be helpful for our surroundings. What do you say? Is it correct?
Yeah, you are right. The correlation you built between carefulness and gratefulness, that is the apt. Let me add one more point. The moment we are careful, actually we are gratifying our gratefulness to the next level. The moment we are grateful for what we have, automatically our vibration comes down to zero. Our negative vibration comes down to zero, and positive vibration inching towards positive integers. Let me put another example. As you rightly said, the moment we are playing about, our body and mind correlation and combination, we need to also understand what types of bodies we are carrying. You pointed out Eastern philosophies. If I take one example from that, it goes like this. Our body, basically, Vedanta says in Traitaya Upanishad, it says we have 5 sets of body. That is first, number 1, Annamaya Kosha. Number 2, Pranamaya Kosha. Number 3, Manamaya Kosha. Number 4, Vijnanamaya Kosha. Number 5, Anandamaya Kosha. If I translate it into English, Anna means food. That is the body. This is the physical body. So we are saying we should careful about our body because it is a temple where our soul resides. So we need to take careful attention. We need to give careful attention to our body. That is Annamaya Kosha, physical body, food body. The next level is Pranamaya Kosha. That is nothing but life energies. Let's say, for an example, I want to lift my hand. So the hand lifting is movement through the flow of life energies. So we need to also conscious about our life energies, like in the form of vital organs. So we need to also careful about that. The next level is Manamoya Kosha. That is nothing but mind body. So we have a physical body, life energies, and the mind body, where we are thinking. The point we are discussing about the thought, the creation of thought, careful plantation of thought in the fertile land of mind. So we need to mindful about, we need to careful about that mind body. The more we harness, the more we grateful or careful about that mind by doing yoga and meditation, we can take a careful attention. We can give a due diligence. Number 4 is Vijnanamaya, that is science body. So out of, let's say, I said, I need to lift the hand. So my mind said, I need to lift. But who is observing the lifting? That is my intellect, intelligence. I need to also harness that intelligence. That is my scientific mind, intelligent mind. That is Vijnanamaya Kosha. I need to also careful about that. The next, the last, the ultimate thing is Anandamaya, that is blissfulness. The moment we tick all these 4, food body, life energies, mind body, and scientific intelligence body, then the next level is we would be in stillness. The moment we would be in stillness, we would be in blissful state. So that is the level of carefulness we need to go. So it starts from a single thought and it goes to becoming a zero. That's how we should do. It's a long way to go. It's very easy to narrate, but it's very challenging to navigate. What do you say, Sanket?
I completely agree, Dushmanta. I think you have given a wonderful and a very deep thought process about Vedanta philosophy, where 5 sets of body, mind, and then science, and then last one word when you said about happiness or the blissfulness. That reminds me a thought. I think that would be our last thought today, when it talks about one person went to uh, Gautam Buddha and asked, uh, I want happiness. How should I get it? And Buddha replied by saying, first you drop I, that is your ego. Then you should drop want, because that is your desire. And the remaining part was happiness. So very thoughtful answer from your side, and it gives me immense pleasure that we had found a wonderful topic, how we should be careful about our thoughts, our body, our physical and mind subset, everything. And then I think that's how we are concluding today, that this careful about your thoughts or about your surrounding, that will give you more structured or organized thought process, and then you will drop your confusion.
You're right. the concluding message would be self-care is the best care. The moment you careful about your physical body, physical health, mental health, emotional health, spiritual health, and adventurous health, putting them all together, that is the state everybody is aspiring for. So thank you so much, Sanket, for putting this beautiful thoughts and this particular concept, confusion to carefulness. Kudos to you.
Thank you, Dashmanta. Yes, we, as you said, it's a long way to go, and we are on the path. And we invite every one of you who are listening to this podcast and watching these videos. We want you to come to this, join this journey, and let's go confusion to this carefulness. Thank you.
Thank
Closing.
you.